Well, on that happy note, I think we should begin.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, John Kotke, for past president greeting today. Welcome to everybody to Boulder Rotary today, and I'm so glad that you can be with us today. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and that will be led by Jean Linda Key.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now we'll say the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you so much, Jean. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
So everybody who is here as a guest today, please feel free to sign in on the Zoom group chat. We would love to know who you are, who invited you, and anything you'd like to tell us about yourself. So please feel free to do that. We will chat back with you. So this past week, we have lost a Rotary member. His name is Bill Hofgaard. Oh my gosh. Bill Hofgaard, I got that completely wrong. And Willie Kiniernan is here to speak about him, and as well as his son, Jeff. So Willie, would you like to say some words for us, please?
Yes. I delight in talking about Bill. The insurance industry, Boulder and Boulder Rotary have lost one of their biggest and best champions in Bill Hofgaard. Bill was a creative, innovative, tireless creator of insurance programs, and he had his fingers in every pot possible in that arena. He also had a large heart, and his resources went to worthy projects and to those who had no bootstraps, and he gave them those bootstraps. His family has requested that we create in Boulder Rotary a fund in his name to commemorate and extend his legacy in that giving process. And so I would encourage you to contribute to the Boulder Rotary Foundation in Bill's name in care of Michael Weatherwax. We can all learn from this example, which is sterling to all of us. Thanks.
Jeff, I understand that you're here and you'd like to say something as well.
I am. And, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity and for that wonderful remembrance. I very much appreciate that. My dad was a longtime Boulder native. Many of you knew him. He was very honored to be a part of Rotary and its distinguished mission. And I couldn't help but listen to those values of truthfulness, goodwill, friendship, and beneficial to all. And those are principles I think he lived by, and I think he'd be proud to know that we can help fund a scholarship that will help other people follow in those footsteps and strengthen the Rotary presence in Boulder County. So again, I thank you and your members, and very much appreciate the opportunity to talk to you today. Thank you.
Jeff, we are so sorry for your loss. Thank you for being here with us today. And now we would like to introduce Nancy Chin Wagner, who will have our membership moment. Nancy.
Good afternoon, everyone. And we will continue our membership moment with Sam Pottinger. So Sam, can you unmute yourself? Good.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Hi, Sam.
Hello, hello.
Good. Sorry about our little, audio problems last week, but let's get into it, okay?
Okay.
The first question I had for you was, tell us briefly something that we don't know about you. Now, you mentioned last week, so I'm going to throw you a loop here. You mentioned last week you were over 30 years married with your wife.
That's right. 35 years
35.
last Sunday, and it's been wonderful. But what I was going to add to it is that when I was president of Boulder Rotary, you all sent me to Japan. And on that trip, we went to Hiroshima and saw the World Peace Bell. And that was a lasting moment in my memory. So most people don't know that.
That's great. That's great. I should have some slides, but I only got like 2 minutes. So, we had to talk to Sally about that. But anyway, we have to find out the next question for you. And that's really interesting. The next one is, what is your favorite quote and why?
Well, that's easy. It's from John Denver. And the quote is, peace is a conscious choice. So I had heard that at a conference in Aspen when John headed up the WinStar Foundation, that we have a choice on how we think, positively or negative. So peace is a conscious choice.
Peace is a conscious choice. And what's great about that, it just kind of goes right into what we have here at the Rotary. So the last question for you, Sam, is, so what Rotary project that you have been on, and you've been with the Rotary for 29 years, so as a member, which one or two, if it's short, impacted your life?
Oh my gosh. Well, I imagine the one that I'm involved in right now, which is the International Walk of Peace, which Rotary is creating at the Civic Center between the library and City Hall. We hope to dedicate that on International Peace Day, September 21st, next month.
Well, make sure you get it on the Rotary Rib so we all know about it.
You bet.
Okay.
Bet.
All right, because that sounds really interesting, and we know it's part of also the Centennial, part of the Centennial Fund, John and Lena is a part of. So I think that's awesome, and it's very current, and hopefully it's going to be on our Rib so that everyone here can be present when we get that project on the go. But we thank you for your service and being on Membership Moments.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it. It's nice to get to know more about our members since we're all together but not together. So thank you again. Okay, and next I would like to introduce Susan Connolly, who will be introducing a new red badger, Sadakin.
Thanks, Sally. Please join me in welcoming our newest member, Sadakin Budiman, who is sponsored by Cassidy Murphy and Charlotte Rome. Sadakin was born in Jakarta, Indonesia, the largest Muslim country in the world. He grew up in a Chinese family. His mother was a Tao Buddhist. His father taught him Confucius, and he attended Catholic school for 17 years, drilled by the toughest order, the Jesuits, for 6 of those years. When he was 18-ish, determined to pursue education in the US, Sadakin left his family in Jakarta, a heavily populated tropical city, for the first time ever alone, across the Pacific Ocean to Ephraim, Utah, population 2,000, in a cold winter with 1 suitcase and only a handful of English words in his vocabulary bag. No winter coat and no blanket, arriving in Ephraim at 2 a.m. This determined man is married to Elena, his beautiful, talented wife from San Jose, and they have 3 children. Together, they've lived in California, Texas, Singapore, Shanghai, and now Longmont. Sadikin is a senior director at Seagate Technology in Longmont. He feels blessed to have had the opportunity to meet people in more than 30 countries, mostly for business, servicing hundreds of customers from tech giants across the world. He also is a real estate investor with projects in Utah, Maryland, and Ohio. Sadikin counts among his great coaches in life Tony Robbins, Stephen Covey, General Stanley McChrystal, J.T. Fox, and George Antone. Please join me in welcoming Boulder Rotary Club's newest Red Badge member, Sadikin Budaman.
Welcome, Sadikin. We are so happy you've joined us. Thank you, Susan. Okay, and now we have a birthday, and I think it might be the same person. George.
Actually, we have two birthdays today. We'll do Sadikin's first. Sadikin, would you like to say some words to the club for your birthday? You have to unmute. Sadikin, can you hear me? Well, let's go on to when you get on, let me know, and I'll come back to you. Jean Lindeke celebrated her birthday on August 7th, the same as mine. We were Siamese twins by separate mothers, years apart. And she has been a member of the club for a while. You want to say something?
I'm just going to say I'm glad to be a member of the club. I'm enjoying being on the board, and another year. So thank you. Bye-bye.
I have a little short poem I'm going to do. It's called, I try to take one day at a time. It seems like the proper thing to do. But sometimes several days attack me all at once and leave me black and blue. But I try not to go too fast to avoid all the horror, because you see, my basic plan is to face today, tomorrow. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, everyone. Sadikin, did you get mic'd up? Or, well, we'll get you next year. Thank you, or next week.
Yes,
Happy birthday, everyone.
Thank you, George. Happy birthday, Jean, and happy birthday, Sadikin. Okay, so because it's 2020, of course, we had to have a homeowner incident. And we had water in our house, and we were unable to get to the computer. And so we have a live version of the brew for you today. Daryl's joining me. Here we are. Okay.
Hello, Rotarians and guests, and thank you for being here today. Boulder Rotary is the best place to be on a Friday afternoon in Boulder, Colorado. August is still Membership and Extensions Month. Insert motivational Rotary image here.
This, Sunday, August 16th at 6 p.m., there will be a socially distanced wine tasting summer event at Anne-Marie Reeder's house. It's a beautiful deck. Everything will be outside, social distancing included, so reach out now to Anne-Marie.
And the Day of Caring is coming in 2 weeks. This year is celebrating 26 years of volunteerism in Boulder and Broomfield counties during Mile High United Way's Day of Caring. It's a 3-step process. Complete your checklist, pick up a t-shirt, and volunteer.
A group of Rotarians from our local clubs are coming together on various dates to help support local Habitat for Humanity's projects. If you're interested in participating, please talk to Charlotte Rome.
Insert short video clip of home building. Make fun of Mike Brady here. Oh wait, that's me. Boulder Distinguished Citizen 2020. This dinner celebrates the Distinguished Citizen, the Veteran and Eagle Scout Award Dinner, and it's a celebration on August 27th, 2020, honoring Dee and Dave Hyatt, owners of McGuckin Hardware. Dave has been a member of the club in the past and was a great Rotarian. So call Danny Lindau for any details and to sign up for this event.
The Peace Committee is now accepting nominations for the Jim Swaby Peace Award. The individual has to live or work in Boulder, have made a significant contribution to building a culture of peace, exemplifies the life of Jim Swaby and Rotary's commitment to peace. So contact Sam Pottinger by September 8th to nominate. He's right there. You could even probably text him.
Images of peace and Rotarians here.
All right. So we received a wonderful letter from Running Strong. And for those of you who may not know, we've been putting water at the Ogallala Sioux Reservation to help people who are in our own country who do not have water in their homes or have some kind of contaminated water. And they have written to us and said, the kids are the ones who get really excited about water. When you see their smiling faces, you know you're doing something right. And they said, dear friends of the Boulder Rotary Club, on behalf of Running Strong for American Indian Youth and our spokesperson, Billy Miles, I'd like to thank you for your generous gift to help connect homes to water lines. We received your generous donation of $12,000 for water connections for Clarissa has a Shangaroo, Yolanda Clifford, Stanley Young Jr., and Richard Moves Camp on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation on July 20th, 2020. So I'd like to thank you to all of Rotary and also to our wonderful World Community Service Committee led by Alessandro Sachs.
Run applause video, crowd roaring now.
Yay.
Thank you, World Community Service Committee. Next, rib editors are needed. Do you have an interest in writing, editing, or formatting our weekly Rotary and Boulder newsletter? Chad and Cassie could use their help because they're turning their attention to other important BRC commitments. Please contact either one of them if you're interested.
All right, and then here's your opportunity to match on donations to end polio now. Rotarians, there's a great opportunity to raise funds for RI's efforts to eradicate polio. If you commit $1, there's a 1-to-1 TRF World Fund match, as well as a 2-to-1 match from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This means your donation will go a lot further.
We're this close to ending polio. Now, District 5450 events. On Saturday, August 29th, imagine that, it's virtual, a 2020 virtual district conference from 9 to 11:45 a.m. and 1 to 3 p.m. It's only $22 and 20 of that is donated to End Polio Now. There's an agenda and registration form on the district site.
And then on Sunday, November 1st from noon to 1, there's a virtual lunch with Rotary International President Holger Knack and a polio update, so save the date. That's November 1st.
And next week's program on August 21st, Allison Billings and Rob Anderson. The Achievement Gap is the name of the talk, and don't miss it.
All right, so are you ready to say it with us now? Have a great weekend! All right, thank you for bearing with us this week. And the brew will be back next week. Thank you all for being here today and have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.